guys, welcome back to my channel for the love of glitter. I'm Anna Crossland. I am wearing my wedding veil today because
Beauty is wearing it in the new Nudes palette, so why can't I? Yeah, this was my wedding veil. Pretty sure I got it from Amazon. We just got married at the courthouse, but it's cute, right? Now my hair is coming out. That's okay.
Before we get started, please make sure you click the like button and you subscribe for more videos to help support smaller channels such as moi. So today we're going to be reviewing Huda Beauty's new Nude palette. I'm pretty sure this like broke the internet when she first released it because it's, I think, the most gorgeous palette to look at. I've only used it once, so I can't say to use, but to look at, it's definitely the most beautiful palette like I've ever seen. This palette retails for $65, which I think is quite a bit of money for a palette. That is probably one of the biggest cons about this palette. But thanks to Mata, I was able to get the 20% discount from Sephora because the VIB sale works on like everything, anything, and she let me use hers because I'm never going to be the top dog at Sephora. I'm going to show you the palette up close. I love the packaging on this. Reflective, pretty. I love the veil. I mean, it screams bride, really. It does. The packaging's gorgeous. I love it. I love that there's a huge mirror. And I personally do love the shade range. I know there's going to be a lot of people who don't like this shade range. I feel like the new Nude, a lot of people do go for more rosy tones nowadays, more like rose golds as opposed to like, you know, the old school regular browns and golds, because I feel like it's just something a little bit different. Haven't even swatched these yet. I have no idea what these colors look like on the skin, which is why I actually do like to swatch first, because a lot of times in the pan looks different than what it looks like on the skin, which is why swatches to me are so important. I know a lot of times nowadays you hear people say, oh, it's not important to do swatches because it doesn't show how it performs. Which is true, it doesn't show how it performs, but it shows what the true color looks like on skin, and that to me is still important. And she did mention that a lot of the ones in the pan show more rosy toned than they do when they're in the pan. So they look different in pan than they do on skin. So I think swatches are extremely important for that. If you hear creaking, it's Travis rocking Declan to sleep. Starting with a fluffy brush, this is from Sonia Kashuk. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I have no primer on. I do always put foundation on my eyes, so that's on my eyes from earlier today, but I haven't added any extra. I do want to try the concealer, but I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if I want to go into Secret or Teddy for... We'll probably try Secret. Like I said, it's hard to tell how dark these will be on my skin without swatching them first, which is why I like to swatch them. Like Play Up here maybe could be a good shade for my crease, but I won't know because I haven't swatched it. Actually, we're gonna start off with the Play. I think it'll be a good like transition crease color. Yeah, so this is Play. Alright, so super barely there type of shade. It looks super peachy in the pan. In real life it looks, I mean, I guess it looks kind of peachy. It looks more like when you see those peachy brown shades. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah. Just a very light peach shade. It's good like transition into your brow bone type of shades. Now I'm going to go into Teddy, which is the shade right here, and again on the same fluffy brush. I'm barely tapping and I'm getting quite a bit of product, and you can see a lot kind of comes up, so you don't, I'd really use a light hand first. Travis and I have had this horrible cough I really like this shade. These are like my favorite types of shades and palettes, just because they're like my everyday go-to kind of shades. Like rosy, light, medium brown shades. I really like them. I'm going to take this like angled kind of fluffy brush from Sonia Kashuk, and we're going to, I'm just kind of trying to create a regular nude look, and we're going to go into, I can't decide, raw or tease. I think we're going to do raw right here. This doesn't have any really dark browns. I feel like that's what I would really like to see, is maybe a dark brown in here. I really like this color too though. Like these mauves are what I really like. If you don't like mauves and rosy tones, you're not gonna like this palette. I know it says the new nudes, but honestly it's not really true nudes. I know it's supposed to say like these are like the new popular type of nudes, but there are still some people who do not really like rosy toned. So it would be really cool to actually see a palette like this that has actual nudes in it. I'm gonna take this Eco Tools, it's actually a concealer brush. Well, we're gonna use it for the concealer shade. I haven't touched it, like I haven't touched any of this. There is quite a bit of kickback on these shadows, you can see it in the pan. But we're gonna go with the concealer shade and put it so we can really make those pearls and pigments pop. So let's see what happens. Oh yeah, it does feel a little bit sticky going on. I did hear that it was like pretty much invisible, but I mean, I can see that. You can see that, but it shows up as color on my lid. Maybe it depends what you use to apply it, but yeah, that's definitely showing up. I kind of want to just dip my finger in here. It's going on smooth. Like I don't, like on the brush it feels sticky, but on my finger it didn't feel sticky at all. So I don't know. That's the thing about reviews, is like things work so differently for all people. I don't know which color I want to use. I think I'm gonna go into Fantasy because it's just so pretty. So Fantasy is this rose gold shade with those like huge pigments in there. And I'm going to use the same brush, and it has some concealer left, so maybe it'll help kind of. Okay, so it's like kind of smushing the pigments down. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm like doing one out. I just don't know how far I want to take it, because what if I want to try another pigment? We'll do this one more on the inner part. Okay, I know you probably didn't see what just happened, but amazing things just happened. It is intense. Like, yeah, I have that concealer on this brush, but it comes with the palette, so it's not like, I feel like it's not really cheating, because this color, see, this color is showing up nothing. Like I thought it, like in the pan it looks rose gold, but on my eye it looks iridescent pink. So that's why I like to swatch things. Because I probably would not have picked this color right now to go with the kind of look I was trying to create. But it's pretty. Let's try our finger. They feel really soft. Oh, that's like so much better. Okay. I just really want you guys to get a good look at this. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Okay, so we're gonna do that to the other eye. I'm feeling like I'm having a hard time getting it like really nice on there, like evenly dispersed. So that's why I keep going back and forth with it, not because like there's not enough pigment there, but more I'm just trying to get it evenly dispersed. Okay, we're gonna try another one. Let's go, I don't even know. Let's go into Daydream because it's more pinky like. And I think since the other one ended up being so pinky, we should kind of stick to the pinky tones in case. I don't know, because I don't know. I feel so like I don't know what to expect for this. Wow. This is really pretty. I have so much stuff on our face, but I feel like I have to try glitter. This is like super shimmery enough for every day. Like it's even maybe overboard for some people. Like going to work, this might be too much. Like more than like a person who really likes natural makeup would be. It's really intense. Like I'd wear it out normally. But I don't mind intense shimmer. Okay. I have no idea how to use these glitters. I'm going to take a little bit of Infatuated, which kind of looks rose gold, but I thought the other shade was rose gold with like green and gold flecks in it. Right here. It's the lighter one, and I'm just going to take my finger, I think. I'm surprised that I'm touching it with my finger and I'm not getting a bunch of like falling out glitter, which is a nice change. See? Like, I'm just swirling my finger in there. And then, of course, glitter falls out. But really not that much. Let's just go ahead and tap it on there and see what happens. Wow. Okay, this is like turning into a really intense look. Wow. I unfortunately do not have like a glitter glue right now. Oh my god, this glitter is gorgeous. Holy crap. I am getting a little bit of fallout on my face, but nothing extreme right now. I'm sure if I continue to wear it. So I just completely covered up like everything underneath with glitter. But it's giving you a better look at all the other different textures in the palette, which is the point in a review. This glitter is working way better than I thought it would. And it's really pretty. Talk about the different textures in here, and after I used it, what I think. The mattes worked really well. Some of them seemed like they stuck in one place really well, so I had a little bit harder of a time blending certain ones out. The high impact shimmers are really high impact, but I felt like the ones that I specifically used didn't have a lot of background pigment, so they ended up almost looking like shimmery toppers, but way more intense than the toppers from like the Desert Dusk palette, because those are beautiful, but I feel like those are like super sheer, and these ones are super shiny and like thicker, but there's still like not as much background pigment there. But so high impact shimmer, definitely high impact. The glitters were surprisingly really good. I do have a little bit of fallout, and I feel like if you want to really make sure that doesn't happen, use some type of glitter glue to make it last. But honestly, like it sticks really well for just coming straight out of the palette. Really impressed with the glitters, and the one that I use, I really like that it has like green and gold reflex in it. It's absolutely stunning. I actually really liked the concealer shade, which surprised me because I think every review I saw about it, everyone's like, I don't like this, I don't know why they put it in here, but I actually really enjoyed it. So that just goes to show like different people what they like. I'm gonna show you guys some up close swatches of this. Here is the first row. Everything performed really well in the first row. The reflective ones are buttery and gorgeous. Here is the second row. Pretty sure this is my favorite row. I wish I would have used this pearly, can you see my point? This one. I wish I would have used this reflective shade in the tutorial instead. That's kind of like the color I was looking more for. Those glitters are gorgeous. I don't have anything down, that's just them by themselves. That's how well they stick. And these mattes are barely built up. Nothing was swatched over and over again. This is just like one swipe. Here's the last row. And I think this reflective one might be my favorite because it's more like a true rose gold, and I love rose golds. I did swatch the concealer shade. It's over there for you, but you can tell it's a little bit tan. But yeah, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I do have to point out that as soon as this palette launched, people were saying it looked like the Beauty Creations Tease Me palette, which I do happen to have. And I love. And it was like $16 and I got it from Shop Hush. And they do look pretty similar. This color used to be super chunky too, just like the Huda ones. I'll show you side by side. But like this just makes me think of when people are like, I hate when like, you know, knockoff companies copy like higher end people, but I feel like some higher end people copy small brands too, so I don't think that's really fair to say all the time. I mean, looking at them, they don't necessarily look the same, but I'll swatch some that look similar just based off of pan. Of course, if they swatch differently, I mean, they could definitely swatch differently. I just get really similar vibes. Let me know down below if you do too. I really like this palette and I'm really glad that I got it, and I do foresee myself using it a lot, but I know that it's not everyone's cup of tea, especially with the glitters, and the high impact shimmers have like a lot of reflectiveness to it, so it's not just like a straight champagne color or a straight like pinky shimmer. There's some like reflective greenish and goldish, and so for instance, I thought this fantasy color would be like a rose gold and it turned out like a hot almost pink. Like, so really look at swatches before you purchase this so you know what colors you're getting yourself into. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please hit the subscribe button or the like button if this helped you out, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.